Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to B.E. Gum Gymnasium here on the campus of Salem Community High School for today's presentation of Salem High School basketball, the Salem Invitational Tournament. My name is Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for joining us here on Wabash Catch TV. We'll be here all day long. We've already had one final this morning. Actually started this morning, finished this afternoon. Mount Vernon just beat Triad 65-36 to advance to the consolation final. They'll play tonight at 7 o'clock against the winner of this upcoming contest between the Centralia Orphans and the Salem Wildcats, as this Marion County, what would you call it? Down in Wayne County, whenever Sisney plays Wayne City, they're about the same size. You call it the Wayne County War. Up here in Marion County, what would you call it? You don't want to call it the Marion County War. Marion County Battle, anyway. I'll come up with something cute and make it sound good. As the Salem Wildcats in here today with a record of 10-10 against Centralia with a record of 7-9. Both these teams got here by falling on the Thursday night. Two Topless beat Centralia 62-48 in the first game on Thursday, and Thornton Fractional North beat Salem 52-43. And that's how we find ourselves here at, we're going to start about 10 minutes early as the first game got over pretty quickly. If you are watching us on Wabash Catch TV on cable, we certainly do appreciate that. If you have to leave your set or something and you're away and you want to catch us on YouTube, by all means, check us out at Wabash Catch TV West. Just to put that there in your search on YouTube, bring up YouTube, go in the big search hole there and put Wabash Catch TV West, and by golly, we'll be there. And bring you the finest in high school basketball, high school sports of all kinds: football, basketball, baseball, girls basketball, volleyball, all kinds of stuff over the course of the year. Big day here in Salem, the 68th annual Salem Invitational Tournament. Championship day, as 2 of the 3 games are set for this evening. At 5:30 tonight, Effingham will take on TF North. Two Topless beat Thornton Fractional North last night 56-45. East St. Louis defeated Effingham 70-50. And then in the final at 8:30 tonight, should be a fun one, packed house, should be a good time, as East St. Louis will take on Two Topless. East St. Louis ranked number 4 in Class 3A in the state. Two Topless ranked number 3 in Class 2A. And you couldn't find a more intriguing basketball game. I was thinking about it last night as I drove home, how wildly varied styles those two teams will play, and it's a matchup of styles that you just don't get to see at a high quality, high level that we'll see here today in high school basketball. Should be just a lot of fun all evening long. Centralia in this game is in the South 7 Conference. They don't play Salem over the course of the regular season. This in this tournament is about the only time you'll see Centralia and Salem match up, as they don't schedule regular season games. Centralia comes in with a 2-3 record in their last 5 games. Wins over Cahokia and Marist. Losses to Carmel, Indiana, and Evanston, as well as that loss on Thursday night to Topless. So Centralia plays a pretty good competition. The Salem Wildcats come in here also with 2-3 over their last 5 games. They want to stop the streak. They've lost 3 in a row, including that loss to TF North Thursday night. Lost to Breeze Central and Freeburg their last 2 conference games. And before that, wins over Carlisle, and a nice 3rd place finish at the Duster Thomas Classic down in Pinckneyville, where the Wildcats defeated DuQuoin 44-39 to take 3rd place down there at the Duster Thomas. interesting thing about these two teams, even though, you know, they don't play each other in regular season. I was talking to Justin Harness, one of our fine advertisers, and we do appreciate that. He was talking to me about the fact that two of the players on the Salem Wildcats, Jacob Harness and Eric Brubaker, were on the same traveling basketball team in 4th and 5th grade that won the national championship. Preston Johannes, along with Jamie Long and Akil Johnson, were all on that team. So all kinds of, well, you know, when you're, what are you talking about here, 20 miles away from each other, you know you're going to have all kinds of fun, different matchups, and everybody knows each other from only 20 miles away. So this is a good game, good matchup, should be a lot of fun. And we are certainly looking forward to it. Salem will be in their road green uniforms, as they're on the bottom of the bracket. And I believe on the scoreboard they'll be the guest. Presumably they'll be the guest, but you just never know what scoreboard folks will do from time to time. Salem in their green, the Centralia Orphans in their home whites. Starting tonight for Salem at one guard. Well, I guess they're going to start with Centralia. Usually the home team is announced last, I guess, since we are at Salem. See, that's what you never know what exactly is going to happen. For Centralia, they'll start at one guard, Brian Meskel. He's a 5'8" senior. He'll be joined in the backcourt by the aforementioned Jamie Long. Preston Johannes, he's a junior. Jamie Long, a junior as well. Johannes at 5'11", along with Crew Walker, number 15. He's a sophomore. And rounding out the starting lineup, sophomore Mason Blakemore. Mason Blakemore had an outstanding game the other night against Teutopolis. Wasn't enough, but boy, he played very well, as Blakemore finished with 26 points and 8 three-pointers. One shy of the tournament record. An outstanding night for Mason Blakemore on Thursday. For the Salem Wildcats, in the green jerseys and green shorts with red trim, at one guard it'll be Isaac Hayes. He's a senior. He'll be joined in the backcourt by Jacob Harness, also a senior, 5'10", 160 pounds. Eric Brubaker, number 22, 6 feet tall, 205 pounds. Brett Whitney, number 40, senior, 6'1", and the big man for the Wildcats, 6'4", senior Levi Hayes. 5 seniors starting for the Wildcats at 5'11", 5'10", 6 feet, 6'1", and 6'4", and a senior, 2 juniors, and 2 sophomores for the Centralia Orphans, 5'8", 5'9", 5'11", 5'11", and 6 feet. Centralia, nothing new to Centralia to have a height disadvantage, as they've run into that often. Your officials today, Jason Wagner, along with Luke Smith, and Skip Dillon made the trip over here. So good crew of officials. That certainly, these guys do an outstanding job. And we are just about ready to go, as jumping center will be Levi Hayes against Crew Walker. We are underway. Salem does not win the tip. It'll go to the Orphans. Salem will get it on the alternating possession next time. And on the scoreboard, if you are walking in and trying to figure out who's who, Salem is the guest, even though they are at home. And they're just, no, I guess they're not going to get the ball on the next time in. They're going to call it Salem possession and stepping out of bounds. So Salem turns it over. In it comes to Johannes. Johannes out on top. Preston Johannes gives it over to Jamie Long, those 2 juniors. Johannes looks in the corner, finds Mason Blakemore. Blakemore guarded in the man-to-man by Brett Whitney. That is a tall task, as a 3 is on the way, and good for Crew Walker. It's 3-0 in favor of Centralia here early. This game started early, supposed to start at 1 p.m. We're about 10 minutes till 1 right now. On the dribble, it's Jacob Harness. Kind of as Harness goes, so go the Wildcats as he throws it away, trying to get it down low to Brett Whitney, and it's stolen out of there by Johannes. Off to long to Johannes. He heads to the hoop, lays it up and in. Good start for Centralia. And Andy Fehrenbacher wants a timeout immediately. We'll take one. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
When you build with Morton Buildings, you build something that lasts. And now you can build for less during Building Value Days. If you're dreaming of a personal storage building, horse barn, farm storage, home, office, insulated workshop, or even a commercial facility, take advantage of our discounted pricing on new buildings now through February 28, 2019. So don't delay. Visit mortonbuildings.com for more information.
Have heavy rains done a number to your driveway and walkway? Call.
A quick timeout on the drive. Brubaker shot won't go. Rebound gathered out loose, still on the floor, and it'll be a held ball. And we will see now that the Centralia Orphans will get the held ball. And it was confusing to the Salem players, didn't realize it. And Coach Fehrenbacher didn't realize it. Luke Smith's explaining it to him right now, what happened on that toss. So across with it is Jamie Long. They have a room at the top, three on the way. Crew Walker hits another. He's got 2 threes, and all of a sudden it's an 8-point lead for Centralia. Harness will walk it up. Off to the right side, left side to Brubaker. Around the horn. To the right wing, it goes to Hayes, down to Brubaker. He puts it up and in. That's where Salem ought to be able to shine. They ought to be able to get it inside and take advantage of their size. As long as they can stay with the hot shooting Centralia Orphans right now. On the drive, 14-footer is short. Rebound tipped around, gathered by Whitney. He brings it across, looks ahead, throws it into the corner, and it was last touched by Centralia. It will remain Salem basketball. And throwing it in will be Isaac Hayes. Into the corner it goes to Jacob Harness. He'll work it out, loses the handle, gets it back, tosses over to Brubaker. Brubaker on the dribble. Now back outside to Harness. Inside, nice cut to the hoop, and the shot won't go for Whitney. Rebound taken away by Blakemore. He's got a man deep, doesn't get it to him. Centralia up 8-2 with 5:36 to go in this first quarter. Long three is no good. And rebound brought down by Salem. They're going to call foul against, I believe, Crew Walker is going to pick it up. Crew thought they were getting the ball back, thought the ball had gone out of bounds off of Isaac Hayes, and it kind of had, but he got a little bit of a help going out of bounds. 8-2 with 5.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Brubaker on the dribble, gets it around his man, heads down to the corner. Jumper from 14 is off the glass, no good for Harness. Long rebound as Blakemore fires it ahead to Johannes, and he's going to be fouled by Brubaker heading to the hoop. First foul of the basketball game goes against Salem with 5:11 to go here in the first quarter. And Johannes will go to the line for 2. Preston Johannes is a junior. He misses the first of the 2. He'll have another one. And hits 1 of 2, makes it a 9-2 basketball game. That's a 7-point lead. Yeah, Orphans jumped out 8-0 before Salem scored. Salem trying to claw back before the end of the first quarter. And that's when you'd kind of like to be even again if you're Salem, probably. Like to be even again anytime, I suppose. Down low they go to Brubaker. Nice move inside. He misses the shot, but he was affected, and he'll head to the free throw line for 2 shots. That one's going to go against Will Pryor, just checking into the basketball game. And Brubaker to the free throw line for 2. First one on the way is good. Crew Walker back in as Pryor takes a seat. Coach Bennett wanted to have a short chat with Crew. Second free throw won't go. It's 9-3. 4:45 to go in the first. Out on top with it, Preston Johannes off to the left to to Brian Meskel. And a traveling violation out on top as Blakemore couldn't stop his feet from going. Couldn't really get set up. 4:34 to go in the first. Nice drive down and shot up and in by Brett Whitney. Johannes gets it to Blakemore as he crosses the timeline. That's pretty close, too, to over and back. Down low to Walker, back around to Meskel. 3 on the way from long is good. Orphans bombing the threes. I believe they're 3 for 4 right now, with 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. They lead 12-5. Harness fakes the shot. Has Blakemore all over him. Mason Blakemore is a tough sophomore, folks. You watch him, he'll have an outstanding game. He was really the star. He played very well for Centralia the other day. Nice pass down low, and Brubaker. Check that, Levi Hayes. 44, not 22. It's 12-7 with 3:34 to go here in quarter number 1. Long open for 3 again, didn't take it, drives to the hoop and passes it off, shot up, no good. Johannes will head to the free throw line for a pair. Brett Whitney's going to pick up his first, the second against Salem. As Brett Whitney will head to, Preston Johannes will head to the free throw line for 2 shots. Checking in for Centralia, Keyshawn Jones, along with number 12, Tyree Westbrook. Jones is 50. Blakemore will take a seat along with Walker. First free throw was good, by the way. As they hit 1 of 2. 3:20 to go here in the first quarter. It's 13-7, 6.3 on the way. Jacob Harness. They found him, and Centralia was leaving him alone. You can't leave Jacob Harness alone. He'll burn you every time. Westbrook fires it outside to Johannes. Over to Jones. In the corner now with it is Jamie Long. Back outside, Johannes to Meskel on the right wing. Looking inside. Jones hadn't gotten around there yet. Jones doing some good moving inside as he's doing a little pushing and shoving with Levi Hayes. And the long drives, has to get it outside to Meskel. Good patience shown by Centralia. They lead by 3 with 2.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. It's 13-10, and Jones threw it to a Zagger instead of a Zigger. And it turns it over to the Wildcats. Chance to tie for Salem after being behind 8-0 to start the game. Levi Hayes will take a seat. Checking in is Cade Alberson for Salem, along with Leighton Ware. Ware just a junior, and on the drive, a foul's going to be committed. I think that's going to go against Keyshawn Jones. Check that, Preston Johannes. And that's number 3 against Centralia. Into Whitney, outside to Harness. Surveys the situation, tosses it over to the left side to Brubaker. Winner gets Mount Vernon tonight at 7. 3 on the way from Harness is good, and he's fouled. He can go to the line for the and one. As Johannes looks to his bench and says, I didn't mean to. And that's 2 fouls in quick succession for Johannes. Jacob Harness will go to the line for the and one. He's got 6 points with 2:03 to go in the quarter. I said Salem would have liked to pull even at the end of the quarter. Now they'd like to take the lead before the end of the quarter, well before the end of the quarter. And they will. Jacob Harness bumps it to a 14-13 lead for Salem, their first lead of the game. Mason Blakemore on the right wing with it for Centralia. The Orphans now outside. Crew Walker's open for 3, and he misses this one. He'd already hit a couple of threes. And that ball lost out of bounds. Great defensive effort by Jamie Long. And the Orphans will get it back. Sometimes after a rebound like that, you can hang back and you'll be able to create a turnover, and he sure did. And it comes, a 2-pointer blocked by Harness. Long's attempt blocked, and it'll go too. They're going to say that the officials will get together and confer. And making sure that Jason Wagner saw a deflection after the one that Luke Smith saw. Good officiating right there. Get the call right. Coach Bennett not happy about it. Minute and a half to go in the first. 14-13 Salem. Pass stolen away by Blakemore. He heads up court, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Brett Whitney. That's his second. That's trouble. Team foul number 3. The other night against TF North, Brett Whitney finished with 10 points, had a solid ball game. You don't want to lose him to the bench for very long as he heads over to sit down with his 2 fouls. Blakemore on the dribble. And a pass nearly knocked away by Isaac Hayes, but gathered by Westbrook. For Centralia. Centralia's in the white, Salem in the green. Jumper won't go. Rebound comes down to the Wildcats. Nice job on the board by Brubaker to clear out. 14-13. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Brubaker looks inside, nobody cutting there. Now outside to Alberson. Around the horn. They finally look down low for Harness. And a little bit too much mustard on that pass from Leighton Wayer. The Orphans will get it with 42 seconds to go in the quarter, trailing by 1, 14-13. Across with it is Blakemore. He heads the right side of the lane, loses the handle. He thought he was fouled, and he just lost the handle. And Salem has it with 23 seconds to go in the quarter. As Long works against Harness. Former teammates in the youthful traveling team. 11 seconds. Working is Isaac Hayes, and he's going to be fouled out on top by Tyree Westbrook. Westbrook's first, number 5 against Centralia, and Will Pryor will come in for the last 5.9 seconds of this first quarter. And it comes to Brubaker, fires a 3. It's just off the rim, no good. And 3/4 court shot off the glass for Brian Meskel. Exciting first quarter. Salem trailed by 8. They come back to lead after 1, 14-13. And we'll be back in 1 minute.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Going beyond the expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile, and product that provides the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see the agents at North Wayne Insurance Agency in downtown Flora and Sisney. They will provide the financial protection and peace of mind that you need and deserve. North Wayne Insurance in Pekin, beyond the expected.
Gymnasium. Welcome back to B.E. Gum Gymnasium. Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. As we'll be here for this game, as well as at 5:30 tonight, Effingham versus Thornton Fractional North. 7 o'clock tonight, and 8:30, a drive shot won't go for Isaac Hayes. Quickly the other way, it goes to Westbrook for three, and he bangs it home. Nice drive by Blakemore to clear it out. Blakemore didn't score in that first quarter. That's kind of unusual. It's 16-14 now. The lead swings back to Centralia. 7:30 to go in the first half. Out on top, Harness working against Isaac Hayes. To the right wing, now left wing, they look down low. Levi Hayes' shot is up and good. And he'll head to the free throw line for the and one. I believe that one goes against Will Pryor. Yeah, he does, and that's 2 on Pryor, number 6 against Centralia. Levi Hayes picks up his second hoop of the game, and will try to collect his 5th point. He does so. Sub in for Salem will be Haddon Lieberger. He's a sophomore, 6 feet. As Weyer will take a seat, it's 17-16 in favor of Salem. 7:20 to go in the half. Across with it is Blakemore. Looks up into the corner to Westbrook. Back to Blakemore. Man-to-man employed by the Wildcats. 3 from Blakemore's on the way. It won't go. Rebound tipped up, tipped around. Last touched by Centralia. It'll go to the Wildcats. 7:03 to go here in the first half. Harness will walk it up. Winner gets Mount Vernon at 7 o'clock tonight. Loser's done. As Lieberger loses his footing and goes down, that'll be a turnover. At 6:44 to go on the drive. Meskel's shot is up and in. It's 18-17. And off to it's 18-17 in favor of Centralia. Lieberger with it into the right corner. Back outside, Isaac Hayes to Brubaker. Looks down, finds Levi Hayes. Nice work on the block. He puts it up. It won't go. Oh, they're going to call a held ball. And that'll take it back to, well, Salem should get it. Well, the arrow shows it should be Salem. At least the arrow on the scoreboard. Now, I don't know about the arrow on the court. That's the one that counts. Well, now I'm confused. On the drive, Meskel puts it up, no good. Rebound tipped around, gathered by Jones, blocked out of there by Hayes. Quick pass down low to Jones. He puts it up, no good, and he'll head to the free throw line. Jones to the line. Boy, I've got a different score than they've got on the board. Yeah, you've got I think the correct score. As Jones heads to the line for 2, misses the first. We're going to have to work something out here as he stepped across the line. That's a violation, so no shot. He missed. That counts as a miss. 5:51 to go here in the first half. Centralia 18. Salem should have 17. Salem has 17. And down low it goes to Brubaker. His shot won't go. Rebound taken away by Centralia. On the drive, Blakemore is fouled. He'll head to the line for a pair. And I missed a shot. So Blakemore to the line for 2. That foul goes against Jacob Harness, his first. Team foul number 5, as the first free throw is no good. And Brett Whitney will come back in with his carrying 2 fouls. Centralia struggling from the free throw line. They are now 2 for 7, or 2 for 8, as he misses them both again. 18-17 in favor of Centralia. I think they've got it backwards on the board. Brubaker with it. Drives to the hole, puts it up. Good. He's fouled. He'll head to the line. Eric Brubaker. Fans yell, Brew. That makes it 19-18. Okay, on the board, they are giving the home team. Salem is the home team on the board. And Brubaker hits it, makes it 20-18. I'm easily confused, ladies and gentlemen. Across with it, Meskel. Brian Meskel loses the handle. Brubaker looks to come up with it. Crew Walker has it. And now Levi Hayes will bring it across for Salem. Leading by 2, 20-18. 4:47 to go here in the first half. Out on the dribble. That's Isaac Hayes, and around the hole. Hayes with it, picks it up. 4.5 minutes to go here in the first half. 20-18 Salem. They drop it down. Shots up, no good. But heading back to the line will be Levi Hayes. He's 1 for 1 there so far. And the senior first free throw is good. Levi Hayes, 6'4", 210-pound senior. He'll get a second opportunity. And he makes the best use of it possible. It's 22-18 in favor of the Wildcats. They're on a nice run. They've scored 5 in a row as Blakemore drives the right side of the lane, puts it up and in. He's got a good step. Cuts it to 2. 22-20. 4:10 to go. First half. Outside with it, Brett Whitney around the horn. Brubaker to Harness. Harness guarded by Blakemore. Outside now to Hayes. That's Isaac. Brett Whitney on the drive. Harness loses the handle. And it's going to be Salem basketball. And, yeah. Centralia's beside themselves on that call. I get their feeling. 22-20 in favor of Salem. Inside to Whitney. Puts it up. The spinner is good for Brett Whitney. His second field goal of the game. And Coach Bennett is making sure the officials realize that he disagreed with that call. 3 on the way is no good for Blakemore. He hasn't hit a 3 today after hitting 8 Thursday night. Rebound to Salem. They lead by 4 with 3:10 to go here in the first half. Off to the right wing. Harness going to drive baseline to the hoop. Now passes it across to Hayes. Outside. Brubaker fakes the 3. Steps in. 14-footer good. Eric Brubaker leading the Salem Wildcats with 8 now. 26-20. 2:45 remaining in the first half. Outside. Walker around. A shot from long is short. Rebound comes down to Salem. And they can bump their 6-point lead to 8 or 9. It's their biggest lead of the day. 6 is. 3 on the way. No good from Isaac Hayes. Rebound comes down to Centralia. The Orphans want to run. Quick pass to Meskel, drives baseline, drops it in for, trying to drop it there for Akil Johnson, who also played on that travel team. And it gets stolen away. 26-20. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Dropping it down, Whitney, spinner again, this time no good. Good board by Brubaker, and he will put Akil Johnson on the ground and pick up his second foul. Team foul number 6 as Akil hits the ground. 18 fouls for the Orphans, 16 fouls for the Wildcats. Salem leads by 6, 26-20. And jogging it up will be Brian Meskel. He works around. Lieberger heads to the hole and puts it up and off glass and in. Centralia needed that hoop. It had been a little while. 26-22. Minute 35 to go in the first half. Salem by 4. Alberson guarded closely by Blakemore. Around the horn, Levi Hayes to Isaac Hayes. Back out to Levi. To Isaac, three-pointer from the corner is good. Isaac Hayes' first points of the day. It's 29-22. 7-point lead for Salem. Crew Walker works against Hayes. Over to Long working against. There's a steal by Levi Hayes. He heads down court, lets the defender pass, loses the handle, and he'll go back to Centralia. Levi looked to the bench, saying, I got pushed. Not enough, I guess. As Jacob Harness will check back in. With 58 seconds to go on the clock, Lieberger takes a seat. 29-22. Salem by 7. 3 on the way from Blakemore. No, sir. Rebound, Alberson, and knocked out of bounds through the feet of Crew Walker. Into the feet of Crew Walker, and while he's standing out of bounds. 45 seconds to go. Good crew on hand from Centralia. They got a student crew on the east side, the west side of the gym. Here on the east side of the gym, Salem's got their student body going, and now some pushing and shoving underneath will result in a whistle. And I think it's going to go against Akil Johnson. Yep. That'll be the 9th team foul, and so heading to the free throw line for 1-and-1 is Leighton Weyer. He can put the Wildcats up by 9, which would be their biggest lead. 35 seconds to go in the first half. No good, rebound Blakemore. Here comes Centralia. Under 30. Down by 7. Blakemore skips, throws it down low into the left corner. Now back around. Blakemore stands near the half line. They're going to go for 1 with 20 seconds to go. Down by 7 points. 10 seconds to go. Blakemore on the dribble. Working against Hayes. Down the lane. Loses the handle. Picked up by Harness. 3 seconds. He gathers. Heads to the hoop. Lays it up. No good. And after 1/2 of play, it is Salem 29, Centralia 22. We'll be back to the B.E. Gum Gymnasium here at Salem for more of this consolation bracket game between Salem and Centralia. The Wildcats lead 29-22. You're watching on Wabash Catch TV. Back after these.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
Life is made up of moments. We care about those moments as much as you do. We are Modern Woodmen, a fraternal financial services organization, member-owned, not stockholder-run. Since 1883, we've supported families, strengthened communities, and helped people reach their financial goals. From protection to saving to retirement planning, let us help you plan for those special moments in your life.
For career opportunities or financial planning, call me, Justin Harness, your local Modern Woodman representative.
With over 90 years of combined automotive repair experience, Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They are your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. For your convenience, call 665-3666 for free local pickup and delivery, because at Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Come see my daddy with Wood.
Country Roads Realty goes the extra mile to take you home. Managing broker Jessica McCleary, along with Terry Weedman and Judy Reed, bring commitment, integrity, and results, as well as 21st century technology to the business of real estate. Virtual house tours are always open at countryroadsrealty.net. Call Country Roads Realty at 842-SOLD and give Country Roads the chance to earn your business and add you to their long list of satisfied clients.
Are you looking to start a DIY project or new home construction? Come see us at Zinc Building Center. We can help with interior, exterior, and commercial doors. Need some new siding? Whether it be vinyl, stone, or cedar shake, we can help. How about roofing? Call us for a free estimate on a metal or shingled roof. We also deal in lumber, cabinetry, paint, plumbing, and electrical. Stop by and see us on Route 45 in Louisville.
Come see us.
Dan's Electro-Electric in Flora, Fairfield, and Noble is always ready to help you, whether the days and nights are frosty and cold or hot and humid. As a supplier and servicer of all major HVAC brands, Dan's experienced and licensed technicians are ready to get to work for you. Take care of your interior comfort with affordable heating, cooling, electrical, geothermal, and generator systems with reliable customer service from Dan's Electro-Electric.
For over 43 years, Bandy's Pharmacy has been your locally owned prescription for better health. With locations in Salem, Centralia, Mount Vernon, and Irvington, our fast, friendly, and professional pharmacists will take the time to explain your medications and give you the peace of mind that you deserve. Bandy's is also the area's largest provider of quality medical equipment solutions. And with a huge selection of medical uniforms and supplies, Bandy's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment truly is your prescription for better health.
Hi, this is Craig from Salem Tire Center. Our business is getting you on the road and keeping you there. That's why we're a proud provider of the Michelin tires, including the Michelin Defender family, Michelin's longest lasting tires on the road. Stop by today at Salem Tire Center, Route 50 and I-57 in Salem, or call us at 548-5045.
Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jagger's Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jagger's Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jagger's Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
First, it was the love of your life. Then, the promotion you deserved. The daughter you planned for. And the son you didn't. Now you're ready for a new home. So how do you properly protect all this? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, start with simple steps today. At Country Financial, if you're ready to start, we're ready to help. So let's get started.
See me, Alex Atwood in Sisney, for your insurance and financial needs.
Commitment. At Salem Rural King, Commitment is serving your community the way we would want to be served. Commitment is a newly renovated store with more hard-to-find items for the whole family. Commitment is knowing that when you shop at Rural King, you'll find everything you need in one stop. Farm, home, sporting, automotive, clothing, and much more. Come on over to Salem Rural King and experience our commitment for yourself. 1410 West Whitaker in Salem.
Welcome back to BE Gum. Here the consolation semifinal. Winner gets Mount Vernon tonight at 7. The loser is finished for the tournament. And here at the half, Salem leads Centralia 29-22. Taking a look at the scorebook. Crew Walker leads the way for the Orphans. He's got 6. He had a couple of threes there in the first quarter. 4 points for Brian Meskel. He had a couple of field goals in the second quarter. 4 points also for Preston Johannes. He had a field goal in the first quarter, 1 and 2 for 4 from the free throw line in the second quarter. 3 points apiece for Jamie Long and Tyree Westbrook. Each of those young men hit a 3-point shot. Mason Blakemore with just 2 points. He missed several 3-point attempts. Trying to get back on the horse he was on Thursday night when he hit 8 of them. Blakemore also 0 for 2 from the free throw line. And Keyshawn Jones 0 for 2 from the free throw line. As the Orphans really shooting themselves in the foot at the line as they are 2 for 8. Foul issues for Centralia. 2 fouls on Preston Johannes, 2 for Tyree Westbrook off the bench, 2 for Will Pryor off the bench. So no serious foul issues. They had quarters of 13 and 9 for their 22. For the Salem Wildcats, led here at the half by Eric Brubaker. Brubaker had a nice second quarter, had 5 points in that quarter. 8 in the game so far. 3 field goals, 2 for 3 from the line. 7 for Levi Hayes. He had a couple of field goals, 3 for 3 from the line. Jacob Harness, 2 3-point field goals, 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Isaac Hayes hit a 3-pointer for 3. Leighton Ware missed a free throw. And Brett Whitney with 2 field goals. He has 4 points. The Wildcats 6 out of 8 from the free throw line. Had quarters of 14 and 15. Good second quarter. A couple of fouls on Eric Brubaker each and Brett Whitney. Eric Brubaker and Brett Whitney each. As the Wildcats picked up 8 fouls in that first half. And lead it here 29. Did I say 8? How about 6 fouls in that first half? And lead it here 29-22 after starting the game behind the 8 ball. Literally. And I do know what the term literally means. It was 8-0 starting the ball game. Centralia came out, hit a couple of threes. Johannes hit a field goal, and all of a sudden, you're looking at an 8-0 start. And Salem fought back, outscored Centralia from that 29-14. And a lead here by 7 as we begin the second half. Salem will get the basketball. Starters back out on the court for the Wildcats. Isaac and Levi Hayes, along with Jacob Harness, Eric Brubaker, and Brett Whitney, as that shot's blocked into the corner and taken away by Mason Blakemore of Centralia. Quickly up to Brian Meskel. Outside to Akeel Johnson. Blakemore in the corner, 3 on the way. Off the iron, no good. You know what shooters do when you're not missing? You shoot. You know what shooters do when you're hitting? You shoot. When you're missing, you shoot. When you're hitting, you're shooting. 3 on the way. Speaking of hitting, how about that one? Right on time, Jacob Harness. And it's a 10-point lead for Salem. 10 points for Harness, 10-point lead. 7:05 remaining in the third. Biggest lead of the game for the Wildcats. Across. Blakemore 3 on the way for Johnson. Rolls off, no good. Nice board. Good hands, Levi Hayes to gather and control. Harness will jog it across. What a Brubaker down low to Whitney. Makes a move on Blakemore. Not a good enough move as Blakemore took it away from him. Nice steal by Mason Blakemore. Here come the Orphans. Beautiful drive to the hoop. Jamie Long put Brett Whitney on skates. 32-24. Out on the right wing with it. It's Isaac Hayes back outside to Harness. He's guarded by Crew Walker. 6:15 to go here in the third quarter. 32-24 lead to Salem in the green. Centralia in the white. 3 on the way. Again, no good this time for Harness, and a foul will be committed underneath by Salem. It'll be their first of the half, and that's going to go Eric Brubaker, his third. And he will immediately head to the bench, where Andy Fehrenbacher will let him consider his shame. 32-24, under 6 minutes to go. Just a rebounding foul, not very shameful. Only number 3. Back around, Crew Walker gets his man in the air, but doesn't take the shot. Johannes fakes the 3. Around the horn to the left side, it goes to Brian Meskel. And a Walker. Walker looking for the cutter. 3 on the way from Johannes. Good. He's got 7 points. It's 32-27, down to 5. Off to the left side to Ware. Around the horn. Now another 3 attempt from Harness. This one will be just a bit short. Rebound, Levi Hayes, and he puts it up and in. Back to a 7-point game. Same difference at halftime. Now 3 minutes gone in the third quarter. 5 minutes to go. Nice pass to a cutting Long, but he can't take the shot. Gets it outside to Walker, who bangs the 3. Couple of 3-pointers this half for each team. Checked at just 1 for Salem. Harness's 3. As Hayes have a little difficulty now, tries to drop to Ware. It's tipped out. 4:37 to go in the third. 4-point contest. Salem by 4. And they get it in to Whitney. His spinner is up and in. Brett Whitney has 6. 4.5 to go in the third quarter. It's a 6-point game. Salem is led by as many as 10. Outside, Meskel. Around the horn, Blakemore. He's looking inside. Nobody there. Now drives right baseline. Left baseline. Out to Meskel. To the right side. 14-footer is going to be good for Preston Johannes. Lead cut back to 4. You knew Centralia wasn't done. A near steal by Blakemore. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Blakemore. That was a very close one as he picked Isaac Hayes. And Blakemore in some pain heading off. He'll be replaced by Tyree Westbrook. He's coming off holding his hip. He's hurting on the sideline. And it comes to Harness. Boy, Centralia doesn't want to lose Blakemore for long. 36-32. Salem by 4. 3:45 to go in the third. 3 on the way for Isaac Hayes. Good. .335 to go. It's back to a 7-point game. That's where we started the half. Meskel on the dribble between the circles. Half circle and top of the key. Throws it to the right side to Westbrook. Now down into the corner, back out and around. Meskel had the three, didn't take it. Westbrook will fire, and it won't go. Rebound comes down to Salem. Levi Hayes gets it back to Jacob Harness to bring it across. He loses the handle, gathered by Brett Whitney. Thank you very much, Jacob says to Brett, for saving him. Off to the right wing. Now down low, beautiful pass down to Whitney. He lays it in to give that assist to Levi Hayes. What a gorgeous pass. And it's back to a 9-point game. 5 in a row for Salem here. 2:40 to go in the third. Three on the way is off the iron. And a rebound to Hayes. 41-32. Salem can extend to double digits. And a foul out on top is Crew Walker. Don't think he meant to hit Levi Hayes in the face. He just happened to. He didn't mean to do it. And Mason Blakemore will check back in, as will Will Pryor. Crew Walker sits down along with Jamie Long. 2:18 to go here in the third. On the drive, Isaac Hayes has it slapped away by Brian Meskel. But Meskel's going to get called for a reach, and that'll be foul number 2 on this possession for Centralia. Foul number 2 of the half. First foul on Meskel. 2:15 to go in the third. 41-32. And it comes. Jumper from Whitney is good. Brett Whitney heating up. And it's an 11-point contest. Biggest lead of the game for Salem. They won another game tonight. Another opportunity at Mount Vernon. They beat them here about 3 or 4 weeks ago by 1 point. It was a dandy basketball game. Meskel, three won't go. Rebound. Taken down by Levi Hayes, and he's fouled from behind by Mason Blakemore. Number 2 on Blakemore, number 3 on Centralia. And all of a sudden, Centralia beginning to lose a little bit of control. Tyree Westbrook will check out. That's 3 fouls in the last 2 possessions for Centralia. Under 2 minutes to go. Harness up, and they're going to call a block on Preston Johannes. And that's number 3 on Johannes. The 4th on Centralia. That's their 4th foul in about the last minute. Here comes Jacob Harness, working against the Long back in the game. Out to Isaac Hayes, around to Levi Hayes. Over to Whitney. I tell you what, I'm surprised Whitney didn't pull up and fire the way he's shooting. Isaac Hayes spins, puts it up, tough shot, won't go. Rebound Mason Blakemore. 1:20 to go in the third as he crosses the timeline. 43-32, Centralia needs some hoops. 3 on the way from Blakemore, rolls in. I tell you what, he had so many 3-pointers roll in Thursday night. Of his 8, 5 of them probably rolled around. On the drive, Harness loses the handle, grabbed by Centralia. Lead is cut to 8. And quickly Long to the hoop, puts it up, no good. Rebound fought for, and a foul is going to go against Salem. That's going to go against Leighton Weyer. His second against Salem this half. .55 seconds to go. 11-point lead cut to 8, and the Orphans trying to cut it to 5 or 6. Meskel gets it into Blakemore, back to Meskel. He's trapped. Atlanta Giants, triple team, gets rid of it. Somebody's got to be open. Crew Walker has difficulty gathering. 45 seconds. In the corner, Blakemore's open for 3. Off the backboard, no good. Rebound Salem. Leading by 8, 43-35, and Blakemore just picked up his 3rd foul in backcourt. Team foul number 5 for Centralia. It's still an 8-point lead with 35 seconds to go in the third. It's been an exciting third quarter. even though they haven't really settled much. Wildcats open the third quarter up by 7. They now lead by 8. Harness working against Long to Whitney. Boy, he missed Wayer cutting down to the hoop. And another foul on Crew Walker for no reason. Basically just slapping at the ball at Levi Hayes and makes contact. That's 3 on Crew Walker. And about 2 minutes ago, Centralia had 0 fouls in this second half, and now they have 6. And they've earned them all. Harness gets a screen, drops it back to the screener, Whitney. Whitney from 7 won't go. Rebound taken down by Pryor. 4 seconds, 3. Across with it, Long fires from the action line of volleyball. It won't go. After 3 periods, it is Salem 43, Centralia 35. We'll be back in a minute.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
Don't buy from strangers, buy local. With national communication providers, you may be forced to try to get help from a call center across the country. Who needs the aggravation? Choose Wabash Communications instead. Our employees are local, so you'll be treated like a neighbor whenever you call or stop by, and you'll get straightforward pricing without any gimmicks or hidden cost. Plus, we actively support the communities we serve through monetary and in-kind donations. Put your money where your heart is, here at home. Visit wabash.net to express your interest in Wabash Fiber.
Centralia will have the basketball to start things off here in the fourth quarter. Preston Johannes, along with Jamie Long, Mason Blakemore, Tyree Westbrook, and Crew Walker. Westbrook fires a 3. It's stuck. Poor Brett Whitney can't reach it. They're going to try again. Whitney gets it this time. Whitney got it the second time around. I like how the officials, you guys try. We're not going to try. Across with it. It goes up to Whitney as it gets across. They beat the press. He gets to the hoop. He's fouled. And they're going to give that one to Mason Blakemore. And for the sophomore from Centralia, that is foul number 4. Team foul number 7. So Salem will be shooting the rest of the way as Whitney will head to the line for 2 shots. .7:44 to go in the game. It's 43-35. First one's good for one of the 5 senior starters for Salem. It's Jacob Harness, Levi Hayes, Isaac Hayes, Eric Brubaker, and Brett Whitney at the line. It's a 9-point game. 44-35. Make it 45-35. Whitney's 2 for 2, and Salem now 8 for 10 from the line. That's good shooting. Across with it, Jamie Long back outside now to Preston Johannes. They play some catch, 10-point game, 7.5 to go. Tyree Westbrook thought about the 3. Crew Walker off to Meskel. Nice cut to the hoop. Walker has it knocked away. Good quick hands for Levi Hayes to get to that basketball. It will remain Centralia ball. And in it comes, shot up, no good. Rebound tip, up and in. Crew Walker. And the Orphans get a chance to reset their press. Across. Salem gets it to the right wing. Whitney drops it for Hayes. Nice drive to the hoop. And the big senior puts it in. Levi Hayes with 11 now. Maskell outside Westbrook will fire three. It's off the back iron. No good. Rebound. Long rebound. Picked up by Harness. 47-37. Salem can sniff a big lead, and a charge is going to be called on Jacob Harness. Pushed off. Great job by Johannes to get position. And that's a pretty nice coaching job by Lee Bennett. He's been asking for that call for quite some time, and he finally gets it. 6:35 to go in the ball game. Into the corner with it is Johannes. Around the horn to the left corner to Pryor. Maskell with it, left wing. Blakemore back in the ball game. 47-37. 6:15 to go in the game. Blakemore for three, good. Mason Blakemore beginning to heat up. He's got 8. He's hit a couple of threes this half after a very cold first half. Harness into the corner. Brubaker thought about it, didn't pull the trigger. Probably pretty smart. Not really his shot. Well, he's hit a 3 Thursday. Down to Whitney. Whitney's the hot shooter. He puts it up from 14. No good. Long rebound gathered in stride by Long. He heads down court. He fouled. He's going to be on the floor. It'll be Centralia ball out of bounds. And that's going to go against. It's going to go against Brubaker. And for Eric Brubaker, that's number 4. Just number 4 also against Salem this half. Centralia to throw in. Maskell gets it into Long. Beautiful pass from Johannes to Long, and he misses the layup. Tough layup. It's a good pass. Harness has it knocked away from him by Long, but gathered by Wayer. 3 on the way. Rolls out for Isaac Hayes. 5:25 to go in the game. 47-40. And a 3 on the way from Blakemore. High arcing shot won't go. Long rebound. Still loose. Out of bounds. It'll be Salem basketball. Coach Fehrenbacher saying, grab that ball. Grab that ball. And in it comes to Harness. Works across the timeline. He's just going to drive and hit the runner. I'll just take this myself, boys. Up ahead it goes to Pryor. 49-40. Under 5 minutes to go now. 4:55 on the drive. Beautiful drive for Preston Johannes. Check that Long. Jamie Long. On the drive, Whitney misses the shot. Rebound. Hayes, Isaac Hayes up and in. 4:40 to go in the game. It's back to 9. 51-42. 4.5 to go. Left wing, Maskell. Plays catch. 3 on the way from Maskell's off back iron. No good. Rebound Pryor. Heads to the hoop. And he's going to be fouled. It's going to be a reach in on Leighton Wayer. Should be number 3 on Wayer. Number 5. That's number 5 on the Wildcats. 51-42 with 4:19 remaining. Winner gets Mount Vernon tonight at 7 o'clock. All 3 games this evening will be available on Wabash Catch TV and on YouTube at Wabash Catch TV West. We're back at 5:15. 3 on the way. Won't go. Rebound tipped out. Loose. Now gathered by Salem. Harness gets it across. A little pushy and shovey. Probably from both players there. No whistle, no advantage gained. 4 minutes to go. Near steal. And it's going to be over and back as Isaac Hayes went back and grabbed it. He thought that maybe it had been forced back by the Orphans. Timeout taken by Salem with 3:57 to go in the game. It's 51-42 Wildcats. We'll be back in 1 minute.
At Back & Body Works Chiropractic, we help you feel better naturally. Our naturopathic treatments are for the whole family, from newborns to the elderly. We offer auriculotherapy for smoking cessation and appetite control. We use acupuncture to improve health and well-being in the mind and body. Our high-quality supplements are made from organic, whole foods and herbs for adults and children. We also offer exercise classes for women of every age, size, and fitness level. We are conveniently located at 101 South Main Street on the Square in Louisville.
Call my mommy.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
And welcome back to Salem. Centralia has it after the Salem timeout with 3:57 to go. I believe, if my calculations are correct, that was the first timeout taken by either team. And Brett Whitney gets a hand on that, and it goes through the arms of Brian Meskel and out of bounds. Meskel got a hand on it. Officials right on it. Good eye, because that was coming right at me. I saw it all the way. Quickly up to Isaac Hayes. It's a 9-point game. On the dribble, Jacob Harness. Drives left side of the lane and hits another runner. 2 in a row for Harness. He says, I believe I'll take this game over, fellas. You watch me. Makes it an 11-point lead again. Ties the biggest lead of the game for Salem with 3.5 minutes to go. Centralia needs some points. Long three, won't go for long. And the rebound is picked up by Brubaker. Salem trying to lock it away. You get a chance to play tonight against Mount Vernon. On the drive, Harness, he puts it up and in again. And he's going to head to the free throw line. Count the shot. And Long picks it up. His first. Teammate. Harness to the line. He's leading the way. He has 6 points for Salem this quarter. 3:07 to go in the game. It's a 13-point contest. Salem led by 8 at the start of this quarter. Now lead by 14. 56-42. They've outscored Centralia 13-7. Blakemore to Meskel, left baseline, leaves it off. Beautiful pass for Johannes, who puts it up and in. And timeout is taken by Salem again. 2:48 to go in the ballgame. 56-44, Salem by 12. We'll be back in 30.
Marion County Savings Bank is partnering with local businesses and encouraging customers to support local through its new Fusion checking account.
Come on by me, best to pick good barbecue.
Fusion checking comes with an app that makes it easy to find and use deals from participating businesses. You simply click on the coupon and show your phone to the merchant. It's that simple.
I'm Sharon Evans from Produce Plus, and I love my bank.
Stop by or open an account online at MarionCountySavings.com.
Winner gets Teutopolis. Pardon me. The winner gets Mount Vernon at 7 o'clock tonight. Salem leads by 12. Mount Vernon just beat Triad a little bit ago, 65-36. This one a bit closer than that contest. Across with it is Brubaker. They get through the press. Up to Levi Hayes. He gets away with a walk, and he's going to be fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Mason Blakemore was back in the game for about 3 seconds. And he just fouled out. Well, Blakemore is done. There goes the main three-point shooting threat for Centralia with 2:41 to go, down by 12. You hate losing him. As Levi Hayes will head to the free throw line for a pair. I tell you what, free throw shooting is so huge. And Salem really knocking it out of the park tonight. 5 for 5 this quarter. 11 for 13 in the game. 58-44 in favor of Salem. It's a 14-point lead, their largest. Saw some folks on the interwebs talking about how Salem and Centralia. Salem was looking to make it 2-0 against Centralia this year as they won in football. Timeout taken by Centralia. Salem won in football this season, and they were trying to go 2-0 against the Orphans this year, and they are now 2 minutes 27 seconds away from that, leading by 14, 58-44. As Akeel Johnson, Tyree Westbrook, Jamie Long, Preston Johannes, and Will Pryor await the Wildcats. Akeel Johnson will throw in for Centralia. Starting 5 in for Salem. Out on top, Johannes works around. Can't get a shot there. Back off to Johnson. Johnson drives in, leaves it outside. 3 on the way from Long. Off the iron. No good. Rebound lost out of bounds. Last touched by Pryor. It will be Salem basketball. For Salem, Levi Hayes, Isaac Hayes, Brett Whitney, Jacob Harness with the ball, and Eric Brubaker now with it heading to the hoop. Up and no good, and they're going to call a block as Pryor didn't get to the spot in time. He'll pick up that foul. That should be foul number 10. That is, so 2 free throws for Eric Brubaker. In the super bonus with 2:05 to go, he could make it 16. He does, makes it 15 with the first one. Salem feeling good. Second one, he hit them both. 60-44. Salem by 16. 2 minutes to go in the game, and Centralia going to slow things down a little bit. Johannes puts it up from 14. It's long. Rebound gathered by Brubaker. Up to Isaac Hayes and off to Jacob Harness. Centralia going to call off the fouls. Minute and a half to go in the game. And Coach Bennett's heading to his bench. Brubaker on the dribble for Salem. Off to Whitney. He hits the hole. He's fouled. And Whitney will go to the line for 2 as a new team comes in for Centralia, and a new one's going to come in for Salem as well. That foul went against Westbrook, number 3 on Westbrook. 2 free throws for Brett Whitney. Boy, free throw shooting has been outstanding. And it continues. As the starters sit down, except for Whitney. He has to hit the free throw to sit down. It's Quentin Purcell's ready to go. He says, "What are you still doing here? Get off the line. I'll take that shot." 17-point lead becomes 18, and free throw shooting just gigantic for Salem today. They lead by 18, and they're very close to hitting that many free throws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They are 15 for 17 from the free throw line. 3 on the way. Won't go for Gilles Gregoire. And we go under 55 seconds in the game. Bringing it up will be Haddon Leibarger. He gets it over to Leighton Ware. Also in the game, Trent Bowles. In the corner, Quentin Purcell. And Cade Alberson on for Salem. 35 seconds to go. They drop it down for Alberson. He puts it up and in. Everything going right for Salem now. Nothing going right for Centralia. It's a 20-point contest. Salem just led by 8 at the quarter, and they have really extended here in the fourth. Jumper up, no good. And Salem will dribble it out as Lieberger walks across with it. We'll take a short break. There's your final horn and your final score. The Salem Wildcats knock off Centralia 64-44. Be back in 1 minute to give you the wrap up here and talk about tonight. Back in a minute.
I'm Mike Dye from Max Dye Incorporated. Since 1964, we've been doing business with one simple idea. Treat people right and they'll come back. So whether you're shopping for a new GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, or pre-owned vehicle, or need service, we can help. Our qualified sales representatives and expert auto technicians provide you with straightforward, no-hassle shopping and service every time. Come see what we mean when we say hometown friendly, the way car shopping should be at Max Dye Incorporated in Salem.
At Rollinson's in Salem, we take pride in offering American-made appliances by Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid, plus we service everything we sell. Shop our showroom of cabinetry and countertops. Not sleeping well on your current mattress? Hurry on over and see what Serta quality is like. Our flooring stands alone in selection and price, bringing you Mohawk brands that you know and trust. Stop in today and let us help you get the best results for every room in your house.
And welcome back to Salem. Your final score here. The Wildcats knock off Centralia 64-44 as the Wildcats will advance to tonight's consolation championship game at 7 o'clock against Mount Vernon. Taking a look at the Centralia Orphans. They were led today by Crew Walker. He finished with 11 points. He had 3 3-pointers and a deuce. 11 also for Preston Johannes. He had 3 deuces, a 3, and he was 2 for 4 from the free throw line. 8 for Mason Blakemore before fouling out. He was 2 for 2 from the line. He had 1 3-pointer. Check that, 2 3-pointers. And he was 0 for 2 from the free throw line. 2 3-pointers and a deuce for his 8 points. 4 points for Brian Meskel. Had a couple of field goals in the first half, and 3 for Tyree Westbrook. He had a 3-pointer in the first half. No free throws in the second half for the Orphans as they finish a rough 2 for 8 in the ball game. Quarters of 13, 9, 13, and 9 for Centralia. For Salem, they were led here today by Jacob Harness. That outstanding fourth quarter. He had 7 in the fourth quarter, 17 in the game. 3 3-pointers, 3 2-pointers, and 2 for 2 from the line. 14 points for Brett Whitney. He had 5 field goals, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. 10 points for Eric Brubaker as Salem able to get 3 players into double digits. He had 3 field goals. He was 4 for 5 from the free throw line. 13, check that, 4 players in double digits. Levi Hayes finished with 13, 5 for 5 from the line and 4 field goals. And 8 points for Isaac Hayes as each starter 8 points or above. Outstanding spread by the Salem offense. Isaac Hayes, a couple of threes and a deuce. Didn't get to the line. Leighton Ware did not score, 0 for 1. And 2 points for Cade Alberson on that late bucket. The Wildcats went 15 for 17 from the free throw line. Had quarters of 14, 15, 14, and 21. And that's how you like to do it. And that's how they'd like to do it against Mount Vernon tonight. Let's go over what is happening this evening. We'll take the air about 5:15 for the third place game at 5:30. Effingham versus Thornton Fractional North, TF North, in the third place game. That'll be followed by the consolation game. Mount Vernon versus the home standing Salem Wildcats. As be around 7 o'clock. And then the big finale of the evening, going to be a great fun ball game to watch. It'll be East St. Louis versus Teutopolis at 8:30 approximately for the championship of the 68th annual Salem Invitational Tournament. Hey folks, thank you so much for tuning in today. We certainly do appreciate it. Hi, Caleb. As the Wildcats will be back in it tonight at 7. We'll be back again at 5:15 for the 5:30 game. Thanks for watching, folks. Thanks to all of our sponsors. And again, for Wabash Catch TV, my name is Bruce Dickey, reminding you this morning's final scores. Mount Vernon over Triad 65-36, and Salem knocked off Centralia 64-44. So long for just a while.